Behind us, someone behind us! Someone behind us!
I got it.
Get him. Okay. Give up on life? But how can he give up on life?
Yeah, look at that.
Just throwing the
19
Wow,
ball.
dude, we were rolling.
Yo, what's going on YouTube? Doom49 here, bringing you a post commentary in the boot camp series. Now this is going to be a long commentary, and mainly because I had that awesome footage in the beginning, because a lot of you guys want to see that vehicle gameplay. So I've got a lot to talk to you guys about, and hopefully this is going to help you guys be dominant in the air with the Havoc, because a lot of people don't use it or just don't know how to use it and end up failing miserably. So this thing is a bus. It's a rhino. It's a rhino trying to do a ballerina movement. It's a freaking bathtub, whatever the heck you want to call it. This thing is something you cannot maneuver with. And I'm going to try my best to help you out here on this. Now pay attention to how I engage at this tank. I do what's called a double 90 turn. So what I do is I do a one pass. Now look what I do. I tilt my nose up. I'm going to turn 90 degrees. And then this next 90 degrees, I'm going to tilt my nose down and I'm going to move into it. And that's how you want to maneuver as when you're trying to take out the enemy. Since you cannot circle strafe, you can only do a one pass. Now the beauty of the one pass and doing the double 90 is as you get the height, the enemy turret on the tank or whatever it is not going to be able to look up high enough. So you're going to be out of his range and you can pretty much turn around and get back to engaging him. Now the downside to this is this baby, or should I say this Rhino Ballerina wannabe, does not function the same as a Viper. Now anybody can tell you this. Not only is it because it can't circle strafe, but the reason being is the big thing I want to point out to you guys is you need to change your gameplay when you're flying the Havoc. It's a completely different vehicle, completely different gameplay you're going to have to do. And the biggest thing is you're going to have to use that below radar to your advantage. So this is going into more of you guys who have unlocked more things for your vehicle. Because this brings up my next point, being the ECM jammer. As you're going to see here, I am using ECM jammer. Now pay attention to this part as I engage these vehicles. One thing I want to point out to you is, first of all, look at the eye. It looks like an eye around the crosshair when you're using the rocket pods. That's the general direction your rockets are going to go. Now look at this. I'm getting locked on. I quickly wait till about 4 or 5 beeps. I pop my ECM jammer and then I get as low as I can. And look at this. I start going back to my base until I feel it's safe, and then I can come back and engage the enemy. And luckily for me, I find out what was locking onto me. It's a SOFLAM. Those things are really annoying. So take it out and get back into the action. But if you're getting hit, always go back to your base. So there's the thing I want to point out to you. You can use this for this tactic with the Viper as well. It works really well. But mainly with the Havoc, when you are getting locked on, getting engaged, you're having a hard time piloting, go back to your base. That's the best thing I can tell you, because at your base, you're going to be covered with a lot of teammates. Now look at this. Before I get back into talking about the rocket pods, pay attention to those 3 tanks in the back. The one on the right looks like a small tank. That tank, I've mentioned this before, but that tank is an anti-air. When you see that thing, and I fucked up royally here, I did not pay attention to it. I engaged the wrong tank. You need to engage that tank as soon as possible. That tank needs to be eliminated. Anybody will tell you this, but the only way to really eliminate it, and this is where I fucked up, is you do not want to get in close combat and eliminate it. Right here, I got lucky because he didn't pay attention to me, so I got close enough to take him out. I disabled him earlier, managed to take him out there. But I want to fast forward this so you guys can see right away when I take him out, because I have something else to tell you. So like I said, you need to find that anti-air and take him out as soon as possible. And you can only take him out from a distance. So try to, before you go into the combat zone, scan your perimeter. So that's the other thing I want to point out to you guys. Hover, scan your perimeter or scan your area. Look for those tanks and engage the tanks first before engaging infantry on the ground, including the air vehicles. You do not want to engage air vehicles unless they are engaging you. Like jets, they're not going to be much of a threat to you unless they're bothering you and keeping on attacking you. So really don't bother engaging them unless they're really attacking you. The Viper, that's a threat. You're going to have to try to take it out as soon as possible. But the main thing is, if those things are out of the way, and the jets are not engaging you, don't try to be an anti-air in the air taking out the jets, because it's just gonna piss off the jet pilot and he's gonna constantly take you out and you're not gonna have a blast at all. So really, you want to take out the tanks on the ground, and if there's a Viper, try to take it out as fast as possible. The jets, not much of a threat unless they're engaging you. Again, now I'm going to talk about the next thing is, if you noticed, I was getting locked on, and like I mentioned earlier, go back to your base, recuperate here. I don't even know if that's a word, but once you get back here, hover. That's the other thing, like I said earlier. I probably didn't even mention it, but you need to hover a lot, scan your perimeter as I'm doing here, and then slowly make your way back into the combat zone and find the enemies to take them out. This works also really well with the Viper, so keep that in mind. Now, if you notice, my rockets are missing royally on that enemy there. And it's not that the rockets really don't do that much damage to the enemy. I mean, yeah, it didn't do that much damage, but look at where the eye is for the rocket pods. If you pay attention to my crosshair in the middle, there's an eye to the right. Generally, when you're shooting your rockets, and this sometimes glitches out, so to get it to not glitch out, just go into third person and get back into first person view, and it'll line up properly. But generally what that eye does, and I mentioned this earlier, is that when you shoot your rockets, the eye will tell you how far it will deviate away from your crosshair. So if your eye, as you can see here, is to the right and I'm shooting my rockets, notice how the rockets are deviating more to the right and the eye is to the right. So pay attention to where that eye is when you're shooting your rocket pods. This includes for the jets too, because when you're using your rocket pods, pay attention to the eye. It tells you how far it will deviate away from the crosshair. So that's how you know where to aim at the enemy with the rocket pods to take him out. And like I mentioned before, the small rectangle in the bottom with the square there, that's where your gunner's looking at. And I have an awesome gunner with me. I am not communicating with him. All he knows is that I've got ECM jammer. When he hears me pop it, he waits, and then if we're getting shot at by a rocket, he'll pop his flares. As you can see right here, we're getting shot at. He popped his flares. He saved our asses. And like I said earlier, go back to the base, recuperate. I don't even know if that's a word again, and get back into the action. So really, you got to change your gameplay up. Biggest things, as I mentioned, to recap for it, in case you guys didn't catch it all. Number one, do a double 190 or double 90 to take out the enemy. One pass, double 90. Next thing, go back to the base when things get hairy. Don't try to stay in the combat zone. You're going to get taken out really easily because you cannot maneuver. So when shit goes down and starts hitting the fan, just get low to the ground, pop the ECM jammer if you need to, and make your way back to the base. Then hover, look for the enemies, find them, and then engage. And when you're finding the enemies, like I said earlier, number one is you want to take out the Havoc or the enemy helicopter that's on his way to you. Take him out because he's a threat. Jets are not that much of a threat unless they're engaging you. And then find the tanks. And when you're looking for the tanks, find the anti-air. That's the guy you want to take out first. I'm going to fast forward here because this is going to be a long clip. It's going to end off here because I know you guys are probably wondering what my score is, and I'm having a blast with the Havoc here. I'm just taking out a lot of enemies. My team ends up winning this. So you can be a real dominant player if you change up your gameplay. Use the biggest thing, really, to be honest with you, is hovering. A lot of people don't do it. You need to be, it's pretty much a stationary target that hovers. And a lot of people don't do it because they feel that if they hover, they're going to get taken out. Now, the best thing to do when you're hovering is stay at a distance. And like I said, go back to your base, hover a bit, see where the enemy is, and take them out. The other way to do it is if you're getting close to combat, use some environment in front of you, like a building, and just hover around there so that if somebody starts locking onto you, you can go down. So not only do you activate your below radar, but you also make it so that the building's in front of you and the enemy, and he can't lock onto you. And like I said, when things go down, just start going back to your base. Anyway, guys, that's the score. That sums it up. Comment, rate, subscribe. I'll see you guys around. guys. We got this.
Yeah, I'm about ready to leave the server.
Fucking awesome team. That was fucking.
That was good attack.
Hell yeah! Top score more
Wow, look at the
game.
scores, bro. Massacred.
Good job, guys.
Massacre. I'm about ready to leave the server.
Go ahead.
I don't want you to